Gravitation, the force that glues our universe. What comes to your mind when you hear the term gravity? Newton and apple, right? An apple that fell down from a tree when Newton was sitting under it made him discover the wonderful mystery which is always around us, gravity. If we were in that situation, what would we have done? We would have just taken that apple and eaten it. But he didn't. He thought about it and found that the apple fell down towards the earth because the earth exerts a force of attraction on the downward direction. This force of attraction exerted by the earth is called gravity. Another example is our solar system. All the planets rotate around the sun in some particular orbits without any hurdle. This is also made possible by the gravity which is between the planets and the sun. Assume there is no gravity in this universe. What will happen? Everything will float freely in the atmosphere without any orbit. Just try this. Take a ball and throw it up. What did you observe? Is it floating in the atmosphere? No, right? It comes down. It means there is gravity. When you jump, gravity makes you come back down. When you walk, it holds you on the ground. So, gravity is the force that glues our universe together. Thus, all the objects in the universe attract each other. This force of attraction between the objects is called the gravitational force. Did you know? Different objects exert different forces to attract each other. But how do we calculate this force? Newton's law of gravitation helps us to find this. First, let's see what Newton's law of gravitation says. This law states that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This force is called the gravitational force that we have seen already. Can you recall what it is? Yes, it is the force of attraction between the objects. This force acts along the line joining the centers of two objects. Let's consider two objects A and B of masses m1 and m2 respectively. They lie at a distance d from each other. Let the force of attraction between the two objects be F. In order to find this force, we shall apply Newton's law of gravitation. Can you recall the law? Yes, you are right. The force acting between the objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Based on the masses of these objects, F will be directly proportional to m1 into m2. Let this be equation number 1. Now consider the distance between these objects. So, the force acting between the objects will be inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the objects. Let me repeat. The force will be inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the objects. Or, you can say, it will be directly proportional to 1 by square of the distance between the objects. Let this be equation number 2. Now let's combine the first and second equations. What do we get? F is directly proportional to m1 into m2 and inversely proportional to d square. let this be equation number 3. The proportionality can be replaced by introducing a constant. Here we shall use g as the constant. So the equation 3 becomes F is equal to g into m1 into m2 by d square. Number this equation as 4. Here g is the constant of proportionality and is called the universal gravitational constant. It is termed as universal constant because it is thought to be the same at all places and at all times. From equation 4, we get g is equal to f into d square by m1 into m2. Let me repeat. It is g is equal to f into d square by m1 into m2. Now it's time to derive the unit of this constant g. For this, we need to know the units of force, distance and mass, since these are the terms involved in the expression of g. We know the unit of force is Newton, the unit of distance is meter, and the unit of mass is kilogram. So, the gravitational constant g takes Newton meter square per kilogram square as its unit. We have learned that g is the universal constant and is same at all places and at all times. So, definitely it should have a constant value. The value of g is 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Don't forget to write the unit. Make it thorough. The value of g is 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Hope you understood the Newton's law of gravitation.